Greetings everybody, Redbeard here for, as Monty Python would say, something entirely different. This is a beautiful day here in South Carolina. It is about the middle of April 2016 and for the past couple of hours I've been out here toiling away, pressure washing our home. It's a task that I truly loathe doing. I despise my pressure washer because it is an electric model that requires me to manhandle not one hose, not two hoses, but essentially three hoses and an electrical cord. And the fact of the matter is, it is just a very, very painstaking process. I try to do it when it's not as warm as it would be in the summer months, which is why I was out here today, as it's somewhat warm, but not as warm as it definitely will be here in about a month to a month and a half. Be that as it may, I have been out here for a while. I have become quite parched, despite the fact that I've been dumping untold thousands of gallons of water onto my home. Not a drop of it has touched my lips. That said, I thought today would be a good opportunity to do something a little different on the channel here. I thought that this would be an opportunity to try our hand at a good old-fashioned YouTube challenge. Yes, this is where we get stupid. The challenge that I've decided to do today is one, because of the fact that it seemed like a opportune time, seeing as how I have the house to myself here this weekend. My wife and child are off visiting relatives. Two, as I mentioned, I am parched. So, what better beverage to enjoy at that moment in time than a nice frosty gallon of milk? This is the gallon of milk challenge. And yes, this is a brand new, still sealed gallon of milk. You'll hear the crack when I unseal this bad boy and start to jug this thing down. I am terrified right now because this is going to end in probably one of three ways. Either I'm going to finish this thing off, I'm going to get to a point where I just feel terrible and stop, or I'm going to throw it all up. And if I throw it up, guess what? A pack of hash browns and a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is probably coming with it. Yeah, that's what I had from Hardee's this morning for breakfast. We're going to give ourselves a bit of a time limit on this. Some people say 30 minutes, some people say an hour. I'm going to go with sort of a split of the difference. We're going to go 45 minutes. I figured by that point in time, not only will I have been out here long enough to have hopefully made a dent in this thing, but the milk will probably at that point in time have also started to get to a point where it's warm enough to be rather unsatisfactory, we'll put it that way. So yeah, we're going to see what happens here. And hopefully my camera won't blow away because I'm sitting here under this umbrella that's attached to the table that my camera is sitting on. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start our stopwatch here. We got our stopwatch on the cell phone. I'm going to press start, then I'm going to uncork this thing, and we'll see how it goes. So in 3, 2, 1, we're off. You can hear the seal being broken on there. I do enjoy milk. I don't know if I enjoy it this much, but we'll see. I don't know if you can see it in the video there, but the jug, despite being a white color, is enough to where you can actually see through it to get an idea of how much is in there. The challenge with this is to be certain is the volume, not so much the flavor or whatnot. The concept is that the human body in most cases is not supposed to be able to hold as much of anything. Of course, my body's a little bit bigger than most people, so we'll see if that has anything to play with it, but it's going pretty good here so far, so we'll keep at it and see what happens. I know some people, when they do this, they'll put food coloring in the milk with the hope of, I think most people who do that are doing it in the hope of evacuating it and creating a rainbow type of effect, but we're not after that, so we're going to keep on going here. Tastes good. It's very good milk. It's Southern Whole Milk, which is the house brand of Bilo. Go visit your local Bilo store. I think we're just about prior to halfway there, and 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the challenge here, 2:25 now. I'm not a competitive eater. I know a lot of people who do this are competitive eaters. I can see how people would get into something like that and have fun with it, because I mean, who doesn't like to eat? But when you're talking about something that gets into the realm of capacity, I can see where that would be a real challenge. Some people prepare for competitive eating, and I've seen videos because I follow channels like Reckless Eating and Kobayashi and Matt Stoney, others who do this type of thing, and they have methods of actually stretching their stomachs. Believe it or not, that can be done in some way, shape, or form with water and other things like that. So it's amazing, but people do it. All right, here we go. Definitely starting to feel myself getting distended here. Oh, we're at 4:15. Not bad though. This is one of those things where it's definitely probably better to do on an empty stomach, which I'm doing. Holding down the table here. I don't want my camera to blow away, as I mentioned earlier. It's a rather blustery day out here, but still very comfortable. I'm feeling a burp. Hello. Don't blow away your camera. Burp. Not a big burper. Never really have been. I'm not one who's ever really learned to burp. Like some people can burp on command. Never really done that. Nice deep breath. Cleansing breath. We're at we're coming up on 6 minutes here, and I'd say we're about maybe a little more than halfway in there. You get to the middle of this thing, and it certainly is very deceptive in how much is in there, because you get to this about right here, and it's like, okay, this is nothing, and then suddenly you get to here, and it becomes, oh, wait, that thing's a lot wider than it was there initially. So then from here all the way down, whoo, boy, that's a lot of fluid in there. Definitely feeling it now. Definitely feeling it. My insides feel kind of like a water balloon. That's basically what they are at this point in time. Except it's full of nutritious vitamin D whole milk. Yeah. Straight off the cow, more or less. No, not straight off the cow. It's as close to being straight off the cow as can be, anyway. Haven't hit a wall yet, but I'm getting close to it. At least your competitive eaters talk about hitting a wall, and that's a point where it becomes kind of a physical challenge and saying, okay, am I going to be able to continue doing this or not? Because the physical limitations become very noticeable at that point in time. About 8 minutes gone in the challenge here. I'll say it's pretty good pace for someone like myself who's never done something like this before, I'll add. This is going to be a really interesting pee later. I just thought about that. Alright, coming up on 9 minutes here now. That's all we got left. Maybe a solid quarter, I'd say, maybe a little bit above a quarter to go. to a point now where I can feel it sitting at the back of my throat almost. This was not a good idea. Oh man. I'm not going to give up yet. I'm still to a point where I think I can get this done, but I don't know if it's possible to develop lactose intolerance in one sitting, but I may do that with this process here. Is it possible to get milk poisoning? Never heard of that before. I guess you can get food poisoning. I've heard of water poisoning. I guess milk poisoning could be a thing there too. Who knows? I feel like my insides are churning butter right now. I'm not even sure if I'll be able to get up whenever I get done with this. If I get done with this. Alright, we're 13 and a half minutes here. Oh, God. Do not do this. You really and truly do not do this. The arrogant part of me really thought I would have this done much quicker than this. Really and truly, I thought I would power through this and have it done in like 5 or 6 minutes. But that's, no, not happening. People who can get this thing down in that level of time, you're lucky. Lucky you're stupid one. I think that's what I needed there, some good burps. Maybe a hiccup too. Maybe I'll clear some space in there. I'm gonna move my phone out of the line of fire there potentially. 16 minutes. I'm not editing anything out of this video. I'm just going to stop recording for a moment long enough to kick off a new file because we're getting close to the 20-minute mark on this one. So hang tight here for one moment. Alright, we're back. In describing the way it feels right now, it's almost like you've done a really strenuous ab workout. And I know that sounds weird to say, but it's like you've done an ab workout, but it's not because you've really, your muscles aren't constricting because of the fact that you've worked them. They're constricting because of the fact that the inside components of your body and cavities are full of this stuff, which I may not drink milk for a long time after this. Oh God. I'm trying to get into a different position here because my legs are going to sleep. I'm sitting in this chair the way I am. What are we at now? Well, we're close to 18 minutes here now. We're at about 17 and it's right at 18 minutes here in this challenge. I only got a little bit left in there. Maybe, swallow or two left. Now, the other thing with most of these challenges, the capstone is to make sure that you hold it in for a good 5 minutes, and then once you're at that point in time, you can do whatever you please. But Man alive, this hurts. Well, a few drops there, but I'm not going to count that. 19, we're going to say 1945 on the timer there. And now we're going to reset and try and hang here for 5 minutes. Without blowing ourselves all over the place here. Which that may be the real challenge. Because that would be really comfortable right now. Well, you don't think of throwing up as being a comforting thing, but yeah, proves how windy it is out here. If I do another one of these challenge videos, it won't be for something like this where it's capacity related. I can tell you that much right now. Or maybe it will be, I don't know. But this, as I mentioned, this was something that I wanted to do as a cheeky bit of fun. Now it's kind of degraded into me just being here, suffering in pain. 3:45 on the clock here. We're almost there. Really didn't think I was going to get this far in terms of the 5 minutes after here, because the first minute I really was thinking I'm going to spray milk all over the entire deck here. It felt that bad. But we're managing. Right now, anyway. 40 more seconds to go here, and then we'll call this a day. Thank God. And I'm probably going to go hang my head over the side of the railing over there and let this come to a very tragic conclusion. This has been the longest 5 minutes I've had to sit through in a very long time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. 5:01. We did it. Alright. Successful gallon of milk challenge. I feel like pure doo-doo right now. I'm gonna go throw up, I believe. Yeah, but not on camera. That you won't get, at least with this challenge anyway. This is Redbeard signing off for the first ever Rasslin with Redbeard YouTube challenge video series. Ugh.